Hey guys!
Ready? Okay. So, who is Professor Ross, Jillian?
Professor Ross is a history teacher for 11th and 12th graders, and he's a really good guy. And, you know, he's one of the best teachers out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Jonah, what's Professor Ross's likes and dislikes?
So he really likes hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
And he likes it when you're not stupid. He doesn't like it when you don't come into class on time. He likes gifts like food, specifically food.
Yeah.
That's about it. So Jillian, how can you stay on Mr. Ross's good side?
You just have to like do what he says. Like basically just do whatever he says, and he'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
how do you get on his bad side?
Wow. Well, that's a toughie. Literally, actually, it's not a toughie. It's really easy to do. All you have to do is you don't show up to class on time. That's it. That's the one thing.
You don't give him attention.
You don't give him attention. You don't respect him.
There's an ant. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's actually a spider.
No, that's an ant.
No, that's definitely a spider.
That's an ant.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So Jillian.
Yeah.
I ask you now.
Okay.
What should students be prepared for next year?
They should be prepared for a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Because his class is at the same time crazy but fun and educating, and you'll learn a lot.
Educational.
Very, very educational. Thanks.
And, thanks for watching.
Thank you.
We're gonna move on to the next part now.
Yeah,
next time. So the specific assignment that I liked the most was the Create Your Own Economy project. Basically, I don't know, like I had a lot of fun. It was really fascinating. I got to learn about the mechanics of building a country and what it takes to create a functioning economy. I learned that there's a lot of different things that come into play when it comes to building a country and an economy. The thing that I found most interesting was the degree to which storytelling comes into play when it comes to making an economy. And economies, I learned, are at their essence a reflection of the culture that they're built to provide for. And so if an economy is fueled by black market trades, the culture is probably pretty corrupted and freewheeling. If an economy is fueled by farm-grown industries, then what does that tell us about the geography and the history of the people who made that economy? There's a lot to learn there. I found this activity to be pretty meaningful in the sense that it gave me a deeper thought process when it comes to how I view the United States. Because the economy is like such a constant everyday thing that we're always talking about. And so just to kind of learn about it, like what it takes to make that happen, I feel gave me a deeper understanding of America itself. And since it was a group project, I feel that I learned a lot more about teamwork and how to sort of kind of have the open-mindedness that's required to kind of get our imaginations together to make something happen.
The project that I enjoyed the most was the opportunity cost assignment. I like this project the most because it was interesting to me. Learning about the outcomes and opportunity costs to the choices that you make, because there is always going to be an opportunity cost to every single choice that you do make. I learned from this assignment that there is a cost to everything, and you cannot choose something and not be affected by it. There is always going to be a downside to it, no matter whether you like it or not. I'm sorry, I cannot talk. The skills that I have developed is that I am now more aware and cautious about the choices that I make, and I take my time to think about those choices before I just make it, and that there is a process to thinking before I make a choice. I've learned to eliminate my choices, the process of elimination, to help me make a choice. And from here on out, it's going to be harder to make choices because life is only going to get harder. So this assignment will help me for my future. I'm going to develop these skills for the rest of my life by really thinking about the decisions I make before making them. Overall, I realize that there is a cause and effect to every situation and that every choice that I make, but it is my responsibility to choose what is best for me.
Alright, so the topic I chose to be my favorite of the year was gay marriage, because someday I'm going to marry a guy, and that's why it's important to me. So I feel like the country, for the most part, has moved in the right direction on this already. One thing that I think could happen is the Equal Rights Amendment being passed in Congress. To do that, Congress, which is divided between liberals and conservatives, would have to have like a 2/3 majority in each house, which isn't really likely anytime soon. So I don't know how likely that is to happen, but that is what I would like to see happen. And and then my message to the people, the courts, Congress, and the president is get it together, dummies.
One of the topics that I felt really impassioned about was the topic of the growth of the president's power. And the reason for that is because it's important to me, because I feel like it comes down to how our country is affected by the initiative of the president. It's a very debatable topic and about if the president really does use his advantage of power or if it does help the growth of our country. I think our country should move in the direction towards thinking about if it is right for one person to hold so much power at the same time being the face of our country and representing our nation as a whole. My message to the people would be vote who you really think could handle a country that is changing so much and growing so much, and that commands so much more power, so much change in the government. Could the president handle that much? Hey guys.
So moving on to the next part of our group project, Jillian, what did you like about the class?
There are many things I liked about the class.
Same.
Yeah, but one of the main things I liked about it is how just chill it was. It was just a chill classroom, like just talking and chilling out, learning, being ready to be educated, and just having fun.
Yeah.
Most of all.
Yeah.
Okay, Jonah. What are your final words for Professor Ross?
So, Mr. Ross, I put a lot of thought into this, and I found a quote. I don't remember who it's from, but it's this: "Because of your smile, you make life more beautiful." So, all right, Jillian, do you have any life advice for Professor Ross?
Be the man you want to be.
Yes. And that's it for our group project.
See you guys.
Turn it off.